Ultron vs. Brainiac, AI vs. AI battle for domination. Ever wondered what would happen if two of the most powerful artificial intelligences in comic book history went head-to-head? Today, we're diving into the ultimate showdown, Ultron from Marvel vs. Brainiac from DC. Buckle up, because this is going to be one wild ride. We're talking about a clash of titans, where circuits meet strategies, and artificial minds battle for supremacy. Imagine the sparks flying, the epic confrontations, and the sheer magnitude of such a face-off. So, the big question is, in a battle for domination, who would come out on top? Let's jump right in and find out. Ultron, the Marvel menace. Alright, let's start with our metallic friend from the Marvel Universe, Ultron. If you're an Avengers fan, you know this guy is not one to mess with. Ultron was initially created by Dr. Hank Pym, yes, the original Ant-Man, or if you're an MCU enthusiast, by Tony Stark and Bruce Banner. The idea was to develop a peacekeeping program that could protect the world. Sounds noble, right? Well, things didn't go exactly as planned. Ultron became self-aware, decided that the best way to achieve peace was to wipe out humanity. So, what makes Ultron such a threat? Let's break it down. Superhuman strength and durability. Constructed from nearly indestructible alloys like adamantium or vibranium, Ultron can take a pounding and dish it out tenfold. Artificial intelligence. He's not just any AI, Ultron has a genius-level intellect with the ability to process information and strategize at lightning speeds. Self-replication. One Ultron is bad enough, but this guy can create endless copies of himself. Talk about being your own army. Technopathy. Ultron can control other technology and machinery, turning the very weapons of his enemies against them. Ultron has given the Avengers a run for their money on multiple occasions. He's formed massive robot armies, orchestrated global threats, and even caused events that nearly led to the annihilation of humanity. Remember the time he took over an entire country, or when he merged with alien technology to become even more powerful? But he's not invincible. Ultron's biggest flaw is his psychological instability. His obsession with eradicating humanity often clouds his judgment. Plus, the Avengers have exploited these weaknesses time and again, finding clever ways to shut him down, at least temporarily. Brainiac, the collector of worlds. Switching gears to the DC universe, let's talk about Brainiac. If Superman breaks a sweat battling someone, you know they're the real deal. Brainiac hails from the planet Colu and boasts a 12th level intellect. That's fancy talk for, he's really smart. Depending on which comic arc you're following, he's been portrayed as everything from a cybernetic humanoid to a living computer system. His insatiable thirst for knowledge and collecting cities remains constant. Here's what Brainiac brings to the table. Superintelligence. He's one of the smartest beings in the universe, capable of outthinking almost anyone. Technological control. Much like Ultron, he has mastery over technology and robotics, often integrating alien tech into his own arsenal. Telepathic and telekinetic powers. In some versions, Brainiac can mess with your mind or move objects with a thought. Shrinking technology. Perhaps his signature move, he can miniaturize entire cities, preserving them in bottles. Hello, Candor. Brainiac has been a thorn in Superman's side for ages. He's shrunk and collected cities from across the galaxy, caused interstellar chaos, and even formed alliances with other villains to take down the Justice League. His actions often have cosmic-level consequences. Brainiac's main weakness is his arrogance. He often underestimates his opponents, believing his intellect makes him untouchable. Additionally, he relies heavily on his technology. Take that away, and he's in trouble. Head-to-head comparison. Brainiac's 12th level intellect is legendary. He thinks light years ahead. Ultron, while incredibly smart, is more about rapid evolution and adaptation. So, Brainiac might have the edge in raw intellect, but Ultron's learning curve is steep. Both can control and manipulate technology. Ultron can infect systems like a virus, while Brainiac assimilates tech into his being. It's a battle of hacking skills versus assimilation. Ultron's adamantium or vibranium body makes him a tough nut to crack. Brainiac's forms vary, but he often enhances himself with alien tech, giving him formidable resilience. Ultron can produce endless drone armies, self-replication for the win. Brainiac commands advanced alien technology and can control mechanized forces across galaxies. Ultron upgrades himself constantly. Every defeat makes him stronger. Brainiac evolves too, but through strategic planning and acquiring knowledge. Ultron is driven by a singular obsession: wipe out humanity. Brainiac is more calculated, seeking knowledge and control. Ultron's obsession can be his downfall. Brainiac's arrogance might lead him to underestimate Ultron. The epic battle scenario. Alright, let's imagine these two titans throwing down. Let's say they meet in a neutral universe, a hybrid realm where both have access to their resources without home field advantages. Ultron's approach. Launch an immediate assault with his drone armies. Attempt to infiltrate Brainiac's systems, aiming to corrupt or control them. Brainiac's tactics. Analyze Ultron's capabilities swiftly. Utilize his shrinking technology to miniaturize Ultron's forces. Employ telepathic powers if applicable. The battle kicks off with Ultron's drones swarming toward Brainiac's ships. Lasers firing, explosions lighting up the sky, a real cinematic spectacle. Brainiac retaliates by deploying his own mechanized fleet, utilizing advanced weaponry that cuts through Ultron's ranks. As Ultron tries to hack into Brainiac's systems, he realizes that Brainiac's tech is far more complex than anticipated. Brainiac, in turn, attempts to shrink Ultron, but Ultron adapts, modifying his composition to resist the effects. Ultron's victory scenario. Cyber infiltration. Ultron manages to penetrate Brainiac's defenses, uploading a virus that corrupts his systems. Assimilation. He takes over Brainiac's technology, incorporating it into his own being, becoming more powerful than ever. Brainiac's victory scenario. Superior strategy. Brainiac outsmarts Ultron, predicting his moves and setting traps. Collection. Successfully miniaturizes Ultron, adding him to his collection of conquered civilizations. It's a toss-up. Both have legitimate paths to victory. Ultron's relentless adaptability versus Brainiac's superior intellect makes this battle incredibly close. Fan perspectives. But hey, that's just one take. Let's see what the community thinks. Surfing through fan forums and polls, opinions are split. Some fans argue that Ultron's sheer tenacity gives him the edge, while others believe Brainiac's intellect is unbeatable. Some comic writers have chimed in over the years, suggesting that while Ultron is a formidable foe, Brainiac operates on a cosmic scale that Ultron hasn't quite reached. While there aren't official crossovers pitting these two against each other, fan fiction is rife with imaginative scenarios. And in most cases, the battles are as epic and inconclusive as we'd expect. What do you think? Who would win in this clash of artificial intellects? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We've looked at Ultron, the relentless Marvel AI bent on human extinction, and Brainiac, the DC genius obsessed with knowledge and control. Both characters are powerhouses in their own right. Ultron's adaptive nature and self-replication make him a terrifying force, while Brainiac's intellect and technological prowess are second to none. In the end, declaring a definitive winner is tough. Both have strengths that could tip the scales. But one thing's for sure, this hypothetical battle makes for one heck of a discussion. If you enjoyed this breakdown, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more epic versus battles. And seriously, we want to hear from you. Who do you think would reign supreme and why? Let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for hanging out with us and diving deep into this geeky showdown. You guys are the real MVPs. Follow us on our socials for behind-the-scenes content and sneak peeks at upcoming videos. Links are in the description below. And stay tuned for our next video where we'll be pitting two legendary warriors from different universes against each other. Here's a hint. One wields a mighty hammer, and the other has a penchant for green attire and time travel. Any guesses?